What's going on YouTube? CJ Extreme here to introduce the FWF Arena Fantasy Warfare Federation. We got a new looking arena. We don't have any LED grid or anything, so you can go all around the ring and grab weapons and all that, but you can't go into the crowd, and the announce table is way over there, okay? So the reason I did that is to make it a lot more special when there's a pay-per-view and they go into the crowd during a false count anywhere matchup. So it's a lot, I don't know, I just think that would make things, keep things fresh, so that you're not seeing things too often, so that everything feels kind of new every time, even if it's not necessarily new. And the blue and red, instead of just red, black, and white, it's red, blue, black, and white, because of the championships, which we'll get into after I show you the Minisode arena. And as you can see, no announce table. This is the Minisode arena. You notice that it's alternate colors. Instead of red and blue, we have yellow and green. Still can't go into the crowd. Got a high school gym kind of going. You see it's a really small venue because it's a mini, so I just thought it was really clever to do. But it's pretty much the same as the FWF arena for the most part. Just no announce table. For the 6 championships on your screen, there are 2 rules that apply to all of them. The first rule is none of these championships will be defended at the free preview, the event called FWF Undisputed, where we're trying to determine who's the best champion of the men and who's the best champion of the women. Multiple matches at that event. We'll talk more about that when it is more relevant, okay? The other rule is that the champion or champions cannot defend against someone or 2 people or a group of people within their group unless it's at the pay-per-view Implosion, or if the challenger is, or no, a member of the group has won at FWF Royalty, becoming a king or a queen or a prince or a princess. We'll talk about that again when it is more relevant. FWF Royalty is actually the second event, and the first event is FWF Touchstone, the standard pay-per-view where only the 6 championships will be on the line. 6 matches, 6 championships, etc. Now for the differences with these championships. So if you'll notice, the men's championships all are red, black, and white. The women's championships are all black, white, and blue, as you can see here. For the International Warfare Championship, it's a combination of 2 titles that once existed. Now they're put together, and these championships, or this championship specifically, cannot be defended against someone within the champion's universe. And not the FWF universe. I'm referring to their universe of which they can. So let's say the champion is Midoriya. So he can't defend the championship against anyone from My Hero Academia. The champion is Goku, can't defend against anyone from Dragon Ball, but he can defend against people from other animes, just not Dragon Ball. Spider-Man can't defend against anyone from Marvel. Superman can't defend against anyone from DC. You get the idea, right? I think it makes sense. I just thought it was a cool concept. Also, championship cannot be defended in a standard one-on-one match. No. It is defended in best 2 out of 3 falls, hardcore, falls count anywhere, last man standing. Just crazy stipulations, made up matches, if you will. It just can't be a regular one-on-one match when it's defended. As for the FWF Television Championship, it can be defended in any type of match, just not a tag team match. Basically, it has to be a singles match of some kind, right? So you're not going to lose the championship if you get pinned in a tag team match or whatever. I thought that would be way too confusing, at least for me. I don't know. I would have that problem, like trying to keep track of that. So that's why I changed it to the way that it is. I hope you guys understand that. It's the Women's Television Championship defended at every single episode, but none of these championships, again, are defended at FWF Undisputed. So that's like the one time that the television champion gets a little night off. You know what I mean? I think that's nice. You know what I mean? All the hard work or whatever, they get a chance to just relax while they try to prove that they're the best champion on FWF. So I think that's pretty much it for the rules. Hopefully you guys understand them. Any of these titles can be defended on an episode of FWF, but the television championship is the only one that is always defended on an episode of FWF. But it's not defended on minisodes. It can be, but it won't always be defended on minisodes, because I feel like that's too many championship matches, and then the title just becomes rather irrelevant. It doesn't really matter anymore. You know what I mean? If someone's always, like, it's always being defended constantly, it gets kind of repetitive. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's okay. There are some briefcases, but they're not important yet until the second pay-per-view was mentioned before. So let's get into the groups. So as you can see, there are 6 different groups, but there are 5 official groups. We have the Coalition, the Elitists, the Savior Society, the US, Unprincipled, and we also have our free agents. We'll talk about the different groups as we go through them. So first up, Spider-Man, Sasuke, Deadpool, Sub-Zero, Vegeta, Android 18, Harley Quinn, Raven, Sadie Adler, and Sakura Haruto make up the Coalition. This group is a group of tweeners. It's a mishmash of faces and heels. It's split right down the middle between the Dragons division and the Superwomen's division. So it's 5 of each. The leaders are Spider-Man and Android 18, both being responsible for their respective divisions, as we will have the same thing for the other groups. There's no group with specifically just one division. It's all has different members, okay? So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. As for the tag teams, we have the Cold Ones in Deadpool and Sub-Zero. We have the Rave with Harley Quinn and Raven. Hopefully you guys like those tag teams. If you don't, maybe you'll learn to like them, maybe you never will. It's okay, everybody's got their taste. The Elitists, as the name implies, a group of dastardly heels. They're not necessarily vicious, but they just don't really care about anyone else but their group. Collecting the championships, they basically think they're the best. They want to prove that they're the best. Not necessarily prove it, they believe they're entitled to pretty much everything that is in FWF. They're all about the gold, all about the money, don't really care about pleasing the fans. Maybe they will, but they're not trying to. The leaders are, actually, let's talk about the members first before I say the leaders. Johnny Cage, Superman, Mario, Luigi, Tony Stark, Cassie Cage, Wonder Woman, Princess Peach, Supergirl, and the Black Ranger. Not split right down the middle like the first group was, not like the Coalition. The leaders, Johnny Cage and Cassie Cage. The tag teams being the Plumbers, Mario and Luigi, of course, and Overpowered, aka Supergirl and Wonder Woman. I'm going to say aka a lot in this video because some of the competitors have multiple names. So just be prepared for that. Don't think I have to say much more about this group. I think I said everything that needs to be said. The Savior Society. All Might, Naruto, Monkey D. Luffy, Izuku Midoriya, Son Goku, Yellow, Nightwing, aka Robin, Videl Satan, Rainbow Mika, and Starfire. I got confused on which one I wanted to say. I don't know why, it just kind of caught me up for a second. All Might and Yellow are your leaders. The tag teams are Midoriya and Naruto, and Starfire and Rainbow Mika. Naruto and Midoriya are called the Youth. Starfire and Rainbow Mika are called the Good Girls. Why? I just thought it was a really simple name compared to all the other groups that might have, like, Overpowered, you know what I mean? The Rave, and then it's just like the Good Girls. Keeping it kind of simple. I just thought that was really nice. I don't know. Anyways, those are your tag teams. This group, all about pleasing the fans. A bunch of faces, just doing the right thing. Doing it right between the white lines, basically. They're not going to cheat. They're always going to try to use what they have to be the best, They're not going to take the low road, ever. Not going to see that with them. The US, the University of Skill. Rock Lee, Black Widow, Red Ranger, Miles Morales, aka Black Spider-Man. I think I'm just going to call him Miles Morales. Black Spider-Man, I don't know, it just sounds weird to me because, you have the symbiote Spider, whatever. Anyways, we also have Ryu or Ryu Hayabusa. I think I'm going to call him Ryu because I think that might be the right one. I'm not 100% sure, I'll look it up. We have Chun-Li, Kimberly Hart, aka Pink Ranger, Caveira, the Black Cat, and Invisible Woman or Sue Storm. This group is all about technical skill and technical prowess. There are more faces than heels, so just don't be surprised if you see someone cheat that's in the group. That's something that might happen, but for the most part, they're all pretty much faces. Some of them will keep it between the white lines, some of them won't. The tag teams are 8 caliber, that being Miles Morales and Ryu Hayabusa. I think Ryu Hayabusa sounds better. I think I'm gonna call him Ryu. I might change it depending on what the pronunciation is. Anyways, and then we also have the Black Cat and Caveira. I forget what their tag team name is called. Oh, it's called Prowess. That's the name of their tag team. There you go. I just thought that was a really cool name. We move on to Unprincipled. Obito Uchiha, the Joker, Scorpion, the Hulk, Logan, aka Wolverine, Melina, She-Hulk, Elsa or Queen Elsa, Tommy Oliver, and Jean Grey. Unprincipled, another group of heels. All of them are heels. They are probably the worst of the worst. They're vicious. They don't care how they win. They want to win. They want all the championships. They are manipulative. They're just evil, okay? The whole group is just freaking evil. Some of them are evil without even trying to be evil. They just are. Some of them are just monsters and don't really care. Some of them are egomaniacal and maybe they kind of don't fit in necessarily with this group, but they're in this group no less. But the tag teams, actually the leaders. We have Jean Grey and Obito Uchiha. Those are your leaders of this group. The tag teams are Melina and She-Hulk, who make up Pain. That's the name of their group. And we have Hell on Earth, and the acronym is actually HO. I thought that was pretty funny when I was writing it out or whatever, and I was like, could I abbreviate this? And I did, and I saw it was HO, and I thought it was kind of funny. But anyways, Hell on Earth, Scorpion, and the Joker. Pretty much, I think I said there all needs to be said about this group. I think I said there's all needs to be said about the other groups. But let's move on to the free agents. This might get a little interesting. Captain America, The Flash, Mike Guy, Yusuke Urameshi, Luke Cage, Storm, Trini Khan, aka the Yellow Ranger, Ochako Uraraka, I think that's how you say her name, Maxine Caulfield, and Poison Ivy are your free agents. They aren't necessarily an official group, but to participate in the championship events, they will have their representatives. So, we'll have Luke Cage involved in the world title picture for now. We have Captain America and The Flash making up Speed and Justice. That is their tag team. That's their tag team name. Pretty simple once again. I could change it along the way, but right now, that's what I'm keeping it as. We have Maxine Caulfield and Ochako Uraraka coming together as a team called the Students of the Game. I thought that was a really clever one, actually. And then everyone else will be going for singles titles as well. Those are your free agents. They don't necessarily stay in this group forever because they could be added to other groups, but for now, these are your free agents. I think I explained all the groups. There are 6 different FWF pay-per-views, by the way. We have, or free previews, we have Royalty, we have Undisputed, Touchstone, Jeopardy, Implosion, and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy being the last pay-per-view, Touchstone being the first one, so get ready for that one. Touchstone basically is where all the championships will be defended and has the least number of matches out of all the free previews that we have here. I think that's all that needs to be said. If you're wondering, okay, here are all the people, here are all the groups, here are all the tag teams, when is there going to be some actual matches and whatnot? Not done yet. I got to do the victory scenes and I have to do the tag team entrances. So once I get those done, and tag team moves, by the way, I have to do those as well. But once I get that done, then we can get into some mini-sodes to build up to the first episode. First episode will actually have all the titles on the line, and then from there we'll start to build up stories and stuff. I thought that would be actually a pretty good idea to do that. A big, cool first episode with all the championships on the line and all of that, and then we can finally get into the storylines and stuff. Hopefully you guys are patient. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will see y'all hopefully for some Fallout stuff, unless you're not interested in that. Otherwise, FWF, we're gonna finish Red Dead Redemption. Might get some Undertale in there too. But yeah, thanks for watching.